ordered myself a Lone Rider, a lower crash bars, which is this box here, and the skid plate for my R1300GS Trophy X. Why did I do this? The Trophy X comes with the OEM crash bars and the Enduro pegs, which are swapped already. But why did I do this? I had a as I do ride off road a bit, I had a couple of drops, and I found the bars do the job. There's a lack of just support up here at the top, so if you do drop it a bit harder, that's going to bend. And then also I found that the rocks, even though we have this plate down here that protects the cylinder, which is really good compared to 1250, much better sort of design, but I scratched the side of the cylinder, and I was thinking, there's this opening here. If there's a rock position in the right spot or the wrong spot, it can punch through that. Where the Lone Rider provides a better protection. So that's the reason I got the Lone Rider. And the skid plate, although this skid plate, again, it's a little bit, I guess, longer than the standard GS, but the mounts on the skid plate, I can't show you the mounts, but I'm just not comfortable with the way it mounts. It's pretty soft, so I thought, since I'm ordering the crash bars, I might as well get their skid plate, which is a little bit heavier duty and provides a better coverage. So they've just come in, packed really well, really nice. Lone Rider. Interesting that everything is made in China anyway, but very nicely packed. And yeah, I haven't opened them yet, so I won't do that now with one hand. Okay, I have unpacked the crash bars and getting ready for the install. Just wanted to show you what they look like unpacked. All the details. Lone Rider do a very good overview of these bars, but this is the front. Comes with that plastic and that 5mm plate down the bottom, which protects the bottom of the cylinder. But this is more important because this bit covers this opening, and I have scratched that before, as I said. This is the back, so there's a plate behind that plastic as well, which is pretty good, just extra strength. You get a bag of spacers, washers and bolts, and you get 2 rubber grommets, which these go on the end of these support bars that rest against the chassis of the bike, so we'll cover that. And then there's a set of instructions which I will use to install these bars. I think it's pretty straightforward. I hope with my skid plate, Lone Rider skid plate, that I will still be able to use my Alt Rider engine guard, because that proved to be really good to protect this, what BMW calls a paper thin magnesium cover. So I hope you can see there's hardly any space between the original skid plate and, well, there's enough space. There's enough space in there, but I hope that doesn't, the Lone Rider skid plate actually leaves a bit of room for that, because I want to use that. So the first thing is I'm gonna have to take these base plate off, which is 6 bolts, 2 at the front, 2 in the middle and 2 in the back. And then I'll take the left crash bar off first, see how I go with that, and then do the other side. All right, stand by for the next one. All right, I've taken the original Enduro bash plate off. What you got to remember is that there's 4 same size screws and 2 longer screws. You can see here the longer ones go in the middle of the plate. So I just put this back in the hole here so I don't lose them. But the longer ones, there's a spacer as well. So when you take the bash plate off, just make sure you don't drop this spacer. So what I've done is I've just put the screw in top so I don't lose it. And there's a second spacer. So spacer in the middle, longer screws in the middle, short screws front and rear. That's it, and that's the bash plate. Taking the crash bar off is pretty easy. What are we looking at? 3 T40. So 3 T40 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and the bar comes off. Same on the other side. Okay, crash bar install completed. Very simple. 3 bolts, same as the OEM bars. And as a matter of fact, you can reuse the original BMW bolts because the spacers are the same length and the bolts are the same length. So might as well reuse, if your bike comes with the Enduro pack and has the OEM crash bars, might as well reuse the bolts because you don't have to carry an extra size Allen key. It's the Torx 40. And yeah, they just use the same BMW bolts. You don't have to use the ones that come in the kit. So very simple install, very simple. And yeah, this is what it looks like from the front. Looks very similar with that brace, like original BMW, but there's that plate underneath that protects the bottom of the cylinder, and also this plate here and the bar that comes a little bit higher that protects the side of the cylinder, and then most importantly this reinforcement bar, which doesn't move like the TourTech support struts that you can install, which I had on my OEM bars, but they end up moving here. Then they don't sit solid like this. So yeah, so that's one side. It's a bit dark now. I'm not sure if this comes out all right in the light. That's the right hand side, left hand side. Pretty good. Now, difference in weight. So the original here, where am I? The original OEM bars are 2.2 kilos each, or 4.4 kilos in total. The Lone Rider, 3.38 each, 6.76 kilos in total. So you're looking at the Lone Rider crash bars being, 2.36, 2.4 kilos heavier than the OEM crash bars.